Hi everyone, Timmy the Ball Boy here. As a young champo who does the back-breaking work of hand-grinding the juice from manstones and then daily risk my life synthesizing that juice into the highly unstable compounds used to produce fire-breathing lozenges, all for 1 iron penny a week, I know the value of hard-earned money. But if you happen to have a little extra silver jingling around in your pocket, consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/beardedcompany. It helps make BTD possible, and you also get great perks like early access to episodes, along with exclusive minisodes, post-show discussions, and Discord channels. And if you're like me and can never dream of having enough financial stability to own a pair of boots or feed yourself more than 2 beans a day, consider leaving a review on iTunes. It's free, it helps people find the show, and you'll get a special story told in your honor at the Table of Legends. I've also been told by my foreman to mention that BTD has uploaded their recent live stream show to YouTube. You can check it out by visiting YouTube and searching for Break the Dice. Well, that's the end of my daily 4-minute break, so it's back to the factory floor for me. I'd stay longer, but my boss would go nuts, and he wouldn't have far to go because we keep them all in a big bin next to his desk. Bye for now, and enjoy the show.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome to Break the Dice, an improvised podcast brought to you by the Bearded Company, where the fate of our heroes rests on the roll of a 20-sided die, where a 20 is a spectacular success and a 1 is a critical failure. This week, our players will navigate the Shattered Lands with the help of our NPCs.
Hey everybody, I'm one of your NPCs. My name's Maria.
I'm another one of your NPCs. I'm Joe.
And I'm the third NPC, and I'm Tyler.
Maria, Joe, and Tyler will assist me by playing all the people and magical beings that our heroes will encounter. I'm Alan, your game master. I've crafted a basic structure for our adventure today, which has not been revealed to our 2 main player characters. However, this podcast is completely improvised, meaning nothing is scripted and everything is made up on the spot. So I and the NPCs will only have so much control of where our journey takes us. This campaign, our heroes are...
My name is Ælar Drakal. I am a rogue elf with the alignment of chaotic neutral. I come from the lost city of Delrune, where all the townspeople and my friends were stealen away, killed, murdered, maimed by a mysterious force called the Darkness, which I now seek out to destroy.
How much progress have you made on destroying the darkness?
Very little, and perhaps I've gone backwards. So, doing pretty well, all things considered.
Our other PC.
I am Phaelan Maerdock, a half-elf fighter with an alignment of chaotic good. Normally, I would discuss the fact that within my chest resides the Rana Ore, but at this moment, it does not. So I'll talk about other things. Recently in my life, I've received my first kiss. It was from my best friend's uncle. But don't worry, it was also his brother. It's not as incestuous as it sounds. I'm pretty sure we wrapped that up in season 1. I actually don't remember. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, who knows if we'll ever see Roland again.
Quick correction. Bronco, please.
Brother, Uncle Bronco.
Bronco. Yes. That's me, Phaelan Maerdock, smooching Broncos.
That's a t-shirt.
Our magic item for this week is the Bag of Withholding. Our story begins in a crowded shell of a giant dragon turtle named Doc. It is packed from wall to wall with kobolds, which are his crew, shit-covered villagers that have just escaped, refugees of the town of Delrune, and our heroes, Phaelan and Ælar, pushed against the wall.
Aye, don't push me in here. It's already cramped enough. My leg's broken.
Yes, give us space.
You there, kobolds. Understand, this is Dunk of House Dunk. And they are practically a knight as far as this city is concerned.
Oh, well, Mr. Phaelan, you don't need to go that far, but I'll take it.
I think you're number 1, even though you deal with number 2.
Kobolds, where are we heading? What's our trajectory?
Away from that shit town.
Good. Phaelan, do you still have that grey cloak in your pocket?
Yes, I've got 1 knight in my pocket, and the other one's giving a high five. There's that knight over there.
What the hell does that mean, Phaelan?
I don't know. I was trying to be
giving yourself
ironic.
a high five in your pocket? What are you doing?
No.
I'm sorry,
What?
the other one's given a peace sign.
What is a peace sign?
Damn.
It's like this. And Alan, can I roll to do a peace sign, please?
You got a 17. You make a symbol with your hand that represents peace in a way that Ælar could not misinterpret it.
Yes, my
Okay.
friend. Yes.
Yes, are you saying that's what we're striving for here in our adventure?
Peace? Always.
Yes.
Peace within. If you do not know peace within, you will never know peace without.
What? Did you smoke something before we got on this turtle?
No. I'm just feeling more optimistic, Ælar.
Was it the shit fumes that you've inhaled that have boggled your brain?
It's the fact that we almost died back there, along with all the citizens of Delrune. But you, once again, are by my side. And here we are, with all these people, covered in shit, but happy.
Yes, you saved us.
Dock comes to a sudden halt, and the entire ship crashes against the shore somewhere. Everyone is shifted and bumping into each other, sticking to each other.
Ah, shit. Grab a hold of something on my foot.
One of the hatches opens, and you can see that you're on the shore of a small island.
Ah, it's a small island.
Hey, that guy's right. It is a small island.
Oh, I don't know if it's small. It's the biggest island I've ever seen. Well, it's
Let's
small in
measure
relation
it.
to what? Okay, you got the measuring tape?
Dear
Yes.
Lord. Alan, can I do a knowledge geography? Do we know where we are?
You got a 9 on your knowledge geography. The cliffs of Hakra had a lot of islands around it.
Like an old friend. Phaelan,
Yes, Ælar.
I think we might be nearing the cliffs of Hakra.
Another reason to be optimistic. Ælar, I don't think my enchantment will last very long. You and I should steal away, find a place in the woods where we can interrogate this grey-cloaked bastard in my pocket.
All right, let's go. And I just start running.
You two evacuate the ship before the rest of the refugees pile off. Doc is getting his crew to clean up his insides and everything like that as you guys run under a copse of palm trees in the distance.
That's the thanks we get for transporting them.
Phaelan, you can feel the little guy in your pocket is trying to escape. Like, he has his hands on the edge of the pocket. He's pulling himself out, doing like a little pull-up with his tied together little arms.
Hold tight,
Hey,
little friend.
mister, what? Please let me go.
Oh, I'll let you go, all right, as soon as you tell me everything we need to know.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Pull him out and throw him to the ground.
Wait, what?
Well, that's quite a long fall, technically based up by his size. We should probably throw him from near the knees.
Yes, fine. Just drop him then.
I think I broke my hip.
I draw one of my daggers and just place it over his very tiny forehead.
The dagger is about the length of his entire body, and it's looking down on his
Ælar.
forehead.
Hold on a moment, Ælar.
What? What?
I want to, pull aside with Ælar, away from the guy, so he can't hear us.
Okay.
Ælar, I think it's time to play Mean Night, Jolly Night.
Yes, I thought that's what we were doing. That's why I drew my dagger. I just assumed that I would be the mean knight.
Right, well, that's something I wanted to bring up. I think you're a great mean knight. I think you're a natural. And I'm a natural jolly knight. But maybe we switch this time.
You want me to play a good knight?
A jolly knight, yes.
Oh,
And
right,
I'll be the mean knight.
right. Yes, I think I could play jolly. I just I scurry away into the trees and make a jolly disguise for myself.
You got a 12 in your disguise self check. You just take you normally wearing blacks and everything, but on the under is like a lighter color, and so you flip your vest upside down.
Can I put some red berries on my head?
Yeah, you get a couple berries also on like little strings, so they look like little danglies. Yep. By the time you finish your outfit and turn around, you're seeing a tiny little trail going off in the sand, but you don't see the tiny man.
Fuck.
Fucking Christ.
You did this to yourselves!
I know. Alan, I love a bit. Alan, I want to call for Jareth, my snow owl. I want his help in eyeing a small, thing.
Jareth comes down from the starry sky above and swoops onto your arm.
Ah, my beauty, my friend. Do me a favor. Find the little man. He may be getting larger as the moments go by. I love you.
Jareth takes off from your arm and with a 14 on his perception check, dives into a small bush and grabs the little man as he begins to grow. So Jareth isn't able to quite pick him up, but he's attached to his shoulder as the man gets larger and larger and larger.
On Jareth, on Phaelan, on Blitzen!
What?
I'm playing a jolly knight. Is that not...
What is your friend doing?
Oh. I'm so jolly. I
thought you were going for a green giant, but instead you're going for a red man.
Should I just drop this disguise? Is this not working? I mean...
Well, yeah, now that you said it, obviously.
All right.
Listen, I want to grab the man by the lapel.
You got him.
And I want to intimidate check him.
You got a 3 on your intimidation check.
Listen, is this a new jacket? Is this hand-me-down, or was it your father's? I don't want to ruin the jacket, is what I'm trying to say. I will hit you.
Yes, it was my father's. Thank you for respecting that. I don't respect you.
Okay, well...
Okay, Phaelan, I think we should switch hats here. All right? Let's switch hats.
Fine.
Just let me draw my daggers.
I take the berries off of Ælar's head, and I put the berries on my head.
And I grab the guy and put a dagger to his throat, and I want to do an intimidation check.
You got a 15 on your intimidation check.
Listen, you little son of a bitch.
You smell like shit and you taste worse. Now tell me, where is Trina?
The man opens his mouth out of fear in response to you, and you can see that he is mouthing the words. However, his words are going into a little pouch on the side of his bag. You can see the sound leaving his mouth and getting pulled down to his pocket.
Can I grab for the words?
You reach for the words, but they're ethereal. They don't quite, but you can see where they're going. They're going to a little bag on his side.
All right, I've told you everything I know. Can I go now?
No. You're staying right here. And I take my dagger and cut the bag from his hip.
As you cut the bag from his hip, a cacophony of words come out.
So many words.
God, it's like a novel.
It's almost as if you can hear them. Alan, perception check? What are we experiencing here? And are the words coming out of the bag or out of the man's mouth or what?
It seemed like the bag had trapped a bunch of things that this man had said throughout his entire life. Maybe not his entire life, but since he had acquired this bag.
Can we, interact with him in some way?
No, they were just released out into the air, and now that cacophony is dying out as all those words in one sudden burst were released.
I toss the bag to Phaelan, and then I hold my dagger back at the guy and say it again. Where is she?
I've forgotten.
What?
When I say something, it goes into that bag, and then once it leaves the bag, it's gone forever.
Can I sense motive on that?
Don't you know how a bag of withholding works?
You got a 13. You can see that this guy's pretty terrified of you and will say pretty much anything, but yeah, he's trying to explain to you what he knows about the bag.
God damn it. Phaelan, what do you find with that bag?
I want to do knowledge arcana, what kind of magic is on this bag? Is it a type of spell?
You got a 17 knowledge arcana, and he seems to be describing it pretty well. Anything that he has said specifically about that was stored in the bag, and you guys released it in one fell swoop. So you can ask him new questions, but he won't necessarily be able to answer where Trina is.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, seen one of these before. It's a bag of withholding. Yeah, pretty clever.
I already
came
said
about the
that.
Second age. No, I know. I was just giving you a backup on that one, man. With your dad's jacket over there. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, whatever.
What's your name?
My name is Robert.
Robert, let me ask you another question. Before you stepped foot in Delroon, where did you come from?
The great continent.
And where before that?
My mother's womb.
All right.
God damn it. Give me a second here, Ælar.
All right, here.
Okay, I want to try and, I want to charm check on this guy. I want to go total Jolly Knight.
You got a 16 on your charm check. The little berries jingle above your eyes.
Hey, Robbie. Hey, man. It's been a weird day, right? I mean, shit
You're right.
tones,
Well,
giants,
I can't
turtle
argue
dragon.
with that.
I mean, here we are. I don't want to be here with you tied up. I'm covered in shit. Haven't washed it off yet. I know you're probably hungry. You got your dad's jacket on. You know, let's work this out. Let's figure out how we get you home and get me washed.
All right. Well, there is one thing. One thing I overheard Trina say one time. Would that be of interest to you?
Absolutely, my dude.
All right, my main man.
All right, I'm on your side, Robbie, honestly. When it comes,
I
I'm on
feel
Robbie's
that.
side.
I feel that.
It's not Grey Cokes versus Phaelan and Ælar here. It's Robbie and his buddy Phaelan and his friend Ælar, who's a little hot-tempered.
Yes, I don't like him, but I do like you.
Oh, man, well, I won't tell him that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I will. Hey,
Oh, no,
I
well-
hate you.
Hey, let's
What?
just...
You
hey,
suck.
Ælar? Hey,
What the?
just...
Oh,
it
you
kind
buddy.
of happens.
Hey, now. God damn it.
This is my new best friend, and we're against you. The two of us are a team, and you're out.
Hey,
no,
Robbie,
no,
hang on
we're,
a second.
We're best
Ælar,
friends. Hang on,
Ælar,
no, you
Ælar,
step back.
Take a
Step
walk.
back.
Ælar,
Step
take a
back.
walk.
Step
Ælar,
back.
take a walk.
Alar paces off into the distance, and he makes like a path in the sand that gets deeper and deeper as he walks back and forth.
Damn it, I'm trying to be jolly and I fucking son of-
So, Robbie.
Yes.
What did Tea Tree say? Hey, Faye, okay. Never heard that one before.
What did he call you? Hang on, what did he call you? Did he give you a new nickname?
It's not that new. It's...
God damn it.
Ælar.
We have a good time, you and I.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Robbie, totally.
what I was trying to say is the thing I overheard was Trina said, the only way into my palace is through yourself.
Wow, that's
That
deep.
was it.
It's
Yes.
sounds almost religious.
She said anyone who needed to get here would have to reach into themselves and find out what's living in there.
Wow, some deep words, man, my man.
Yes.
Any idea? Hey, while we're talking Treen over here, any plan of hers maybe come up? Any grand scheme of things? I know she wanted to steal the Rana Ore, which she did. You know, she's kind of taken over the whole Halls of Anishas thing. You know, all that stuff. Anything else major she's working on?
I don't think so. I think she's accomplished just about everything she wanted to with your help.
Oh, that's terrible news. Terrible news. I'm a married man. Robbie, are you a married man?
No. I've never found anyone who was interested in me at all. I've tried a few times. I've bought a few drinks for a few beautiful women, and more often than not, they nod in my direction, and then when I get closer, they sort of stick up their nose like they smell something bad, and then they push the drink on the floor and walk away. So, can't say I've been married, no.
Alar, off in the distance, you see him looking at you and smells something bad, and turns up his nose at you.
What? You looking at me? You saying I smell bad? God
Ælar.
damn it, that's strike 3, motherfucker.
Ælar.
I gotta toss my dagger at him or something.
You get a 19. It's just sticking like right out of his clavicle, just
my-
embedded.
What have you done? Oh,
You're saying mean things about me, and you're getting too close to my friend.
Okay, just to put him out of his misery, I want to cast Reduce Person on him again so that he just cuts in half on the blade. Like, Jesus
Christ.
Yeah, he casts Reduce Person, and the
how
blade
bad is
becomes
how bad is
heavier
it,
and heavier.
Tell me.
You shall walk with your father and his father and his father, all in the same cloak.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
You're holding him in the palm of your hand, and the blade becomes too much, and it cuts him like a knife, like a little onion.
Jesus.
Good night, sweet Robert. I'm just sitting left holding Alar's dagger.
Yep, and 2 chunks of a tiny person.
Oh no. Ælar.
If there were ever a list that people were put on that said if they were good or bad, he would be on the naughty side for sure.
Jesus. As you two are talking, both of your chest openings start glowing.
And a little spider from the forest starts crawling up Alar's leg and onto his chest, attracted by the glow, looks at Phaelan and winks, and then just burrows inside his chest hole.
Alar, that spider winged at me suggestively and then crawled inside of you.
Sense motive on that spider.
You got a 4? Man, it went inside of you.
It went deep real quick, Phaelan. It went deep real quick.
Ælar, I want you to know something. I had asked Robert if he was married so that I wouldn't feel as guilty to kill him. I was about to kill him, just the same. I learned that from you.
I'm glad I've imparted something of myself unto you.
It's true. I'd like to, Alan, do a sense motive on that spider now that I've kind of lightened the situation.
You got a 14?
Everyone's sensing motive on this fucking spider.
It seemed to be grateful that you unlocked the gates. In the same way a lot of people have been using these gates for travel and things like that, you opened something within Ælar that he could use to travel through.
What?
Wait, Phaelan, do you remember when Robert said you have to reach inside yourself? I immediately thought of the Rana Ore and Michael the Chess Sword, right?
Ælar, you touch your chest and you feel like your hand is sinking into your own chest.
It kind of feels... I'm gagging, but it's not my throat, so I don't... Oh, God.
This reminds me of those 2 Moon brothers who were fisting one another.
Can you really call it fisting if they were in each other's mouths with their pants? You know what I mean?
Fisting each other's mouths.
God.
Sorry.
I guess I'm fisting myself right now.
Good God.
Alan, perception check. Should I fist Ælar?
You got a 1. You don't know what's a good idea and what's a bad idea. You just know that it's possible right now.
Okay, I'm gonna get in there too.
Yep. You take your hand and put it beside his hand, and Ælar, you watch as Phaelan is sucked inside of your chest, and then your hand is not being able to be pulled out like a Chinese finger trap, and every time you try to pull it out, it's just getting stuck deeper and deeper, and eventually you feel your body invert, you hear your arm just dislocate from itself, and you are snapped into a world that is, again, misty red. Everything around you is beating and pulsing. Phaelan is on the ground, and the spider is skittering off.
What the That was wild, man.
Are we inside of you? Alan, perception check. Yeah, is this like a Magic School Bus situation? Are we inside his blood veins? Or are we at a location?
Phaelan, you get a 13 on your perception check, and what you notice is a man with long fingers, with multi-joints.
No.
Looking at you with love and lust.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Ælar, you get a 12 on your perception check, and you see nothing in the distance, but you feel a pat on your back, and it's raining like little grains of rice, and you look around, and you see a cow druid.
God damn it.
Ælar.
Knowledge, romanticism. What is this cow's name?
You got a 3.
God damn it.
You look at her, and you remember asking her in a barn her name, and that's when the memory ends in your mind.
I asked, and then shit. So long ago. My dear love.
Alar, welcome.
Where are we?
We're inside of you, Alar. This is your heart.
Oh my God.
We're in your heart.
Who the
Do you
hell is
remember
that?
me?
Phaelan, what is that voice?
Only I was seeing you.
You're both able to see each other's manifestations. The Bronco's fingers appear next to Phaelan and are like resting on his shoulder.
Oh, so many knuckles. Too many knuckles.
We are merely manifestations of your dearest loves in your life.
Oh, I feel so guilty. I'm actually married now, Roland. I can't imagine you right now.
That's
But I guess,
hurts.
hey, it's, well...
No
it's-
excuses.
imagination ain't cheating, you know what I mean?
I guess that's
They
fair.
say what happens inside Alar's heart stays inside Alar's heart.
My hoofed heart. Do you know how we can get out of this place to find Trina? We were told that if we reached inside of ourselves, we could find her, where she resides, where she rules.
Surely, now that you've entered your heart, you don't want to leave so suddenly, do you?
Ælar, it is nice and warm in here.
I don't want to leave anywhere without you.
And do either of you even understand yourselves, especially you, Ælar? Do you know who you are?
Sick burn.
God, do you know who you are? Bronco? I don't even know what that means. Whatever.
Either way, you won't be able to leave this place until you say the words.
Say the words, Ælar.
As you look at Roland, you see the day of darkness again, just repeat inside your heart, where the eclipse casts over his face, and you're seeing his face transform into that of your father's. Your father swallows something and breathes out a breath of fire as the darkness just encapsulates him, rips his head off as like a black mist runs through, and his body is just left on the ground there. You turn around and look at the cow druid, and a werewolf covered in blood, its fur matted just with that liquid coagulated blood, sticks its entire hand through her, and you see this little a stream of milk from her udder just like go across the sky as she's ripped in half by this werewolf creature.
Oh God, it's happening all over again.
The black mist coagulates around the bottom of the werewolf and makes him grow into this large monster, which reaches out and with a 19 grabs Phaelan, picks him up, and begins to rend his flesh.
Phaelan!
Ow, stop imagining this. Why are you imagining this?
I don't know what to do. I start snapping my fingers to try and light him on fire.
You get a 17. Your heart's greatest desire is to make this fire, and it erupts like a fireball in your hands, a 5-foot diameter spear that you throw at the werewolf, and it goes launching away.
You'll never take away my friend.
Can I acrobatics check? I want to do a cool, backflip out of its hands.
You got a natural 20.
Break the dice. It had been a while.
I want to backflip out of the hands, and instead of landing on my feet, I want to land on my hands and into a cartwheel.
You land on your hands and into a cartwheel. You're able to dodge out of the way of the fireball that would have normally hit you along with the werewolf, and it's like its fur is like black and modded off in the distance, but it's getting up. It's like re-knitting some of its stuff. It's formed together.
Phaelan, this is what I was trying to tell you earlier on our adventure. There's too much darkness in my mind and in my heart. I can't handle it.
You can handle it. This is your time to face it, Ælar. Now you must face it.
As Alar is thinking these dark thoughts and continuing to remember the darkness, more and more of these blood werewolves form around them.
Ælar, listen to me. This is true. It is happening. This is darkness, but you are not alone. I am here with you.
one of the werewolves reaches out and grabs Phaelan and starts dragging him off.
Still spiritually here with you. Still absolutely, totally. I'm with you, my friend. I'm always with you.
Drop my spike chain from my shoulder and try and grab it around Phaelan so I can pull him back.
You got a 7. The chain misses him, and he's pulled off into that mist.
Ælar!
The wolves begin prowling around you.
Ælar, think of our friends. Think of all happy things. Think of our friends in the cliffs of Hakra.
Oh, God. Oh, the cliffs. The cliffs. I want to go back to the cliffs.
And you appear at the edge of the cliffs of Hakra the night that everyone was there. They're behind you at the fire, and you're sitting at the edge of the cliff looking satisfied, maybe for the first time since the darkness had ever happened.
You would, Adramir.
My friends.
Phaelan, pass me a beer.
You've got it, Tailwind. Here it comes.
Excellent.
What quick hands!
You hear in your mind, Ælar, a ethereal voice saying, the words. What are the words that you must say?
Oh, my friends. It's been so long since I've seen you.
What took you so long, my friend? You weren't out sleeping with a wood nymph, were you?
We've all just been sitting around the fire waiting for you to come back.
Where was I?
I thought you were just taking a shit.
That's what you told us.
Yes, I guess I got a little lost along the way.
I definitely heard the sounds of a wood nymph being pleased. I'm just making sure you didn't sleep with a wood nymph out there.
Bluff check, Alan.
You got a 4?
I did sleep with her.
Wow, okay, wow.
Hey,
we're on vacation.
You've really got to try some of Malone's beer that he's brewed. It's really excellent.
As you look at Malone, his face erupts into a werewolf for a moment, and you focus for a second and bring yourself back to the cliffs of Hakra again, and he's normal for his face returns to normal.
What's wrong? Why are you looking at me that way?
I'm sad that we're at the end of this adventure. That we will no longer see each other for quite a while.
What are you talking about? We're about to toast. Here, everyone has a glass. Ælar, go ahead and give the toast. Say the words.
Yes, say the words. Say the words.
Yes,
Say the words.
Say the words.
Yes, all right. One for all, and all for us.
They all tip back their glasses in light for the first time, and you pull your glass to your lips, and as you bring it up, you feel warm blood splash across your face. And you're back surrounded by all those werewolves again.
Phaelan! Can I try and pull my Michael the chest sword from my chest and just start swinging it at all these darkness beings?
You reach in, and as you grab the hilt of Michael the chest sword, you feel a resistance inside your chest, and it says, the words, Ælar, what is important? The words...
Phaelan!
Alan, can I attempt like a thunderclap to clear some of these werewolves and get back to him?
You get a 14, you smash a pile of the werewolves back, knocking them away. Ælar, you see this light overcoming the darkness, and you are just filled with a moment of hope, and you feel that whatever it is inside your chest just giving a little bit, and then as you look at the werewolves again, the darkness overcomes you once more.
Yeah. Say the words, Ælar.
I reach inside my chest and I just whisper the words that I toasted on the cliffs of Hakra. One for all, and all for us.
As you pull out the whatever is inside your chest, it is not Michael the chest sword. Instead, a different weapon appears. A bow made of oaths erupts from your chest, and it instead of normal arrows, it creates these arrows of light that overcome darkness.
Holy shit.
Please tell me that I pull arrows from my chest.
Yeah, you reach in, and instead of a quiver, you're ripping the arrows out of your chest.
Suck on this, motherfuckers!
You get a 17 as one of the arrows leaves the bow and arcs, hitting two of the werewolves, puffing them into like bursts of motes of light.
Alan, since I am inside Ælar, am I able to reach for the Rana Ore since it's imagination, or what?
You reach inside your chest and you pull out one of those duplicate copies, one of those false green swords, and as you pull it out of your chest, it becomes limp in your hand, falls into like a pile of mulch.
Well, this is here to burn if we need burning stuff.
Here, and one for you, and one for you, and one for you, and one for you.
I want to start jumping around and dragon kicking these motherfuckers.
As you get to each of these werewolves, they're puffing before you into like boats, because Ælar just keeps on hitting them right before you get to them.
I'm still going to pretend like it's me doing it, and I feel good about it.
Phaelan! Phaelan!
Dust! You're
Come towards me!
Smoked. Yeah, here, buddy.
Phaelan, you make your way to where Ælar stands at the center. He is fighting off his own demons, and you see beneath his feet that same symbol that you see at all the gates, all the halls of Vinicius doors, just appearing beneath your feet.
What?
Is that Vinicius? Vinny!
Is it the gate?
It was still within inside you. Is there a gate inside of you, Ælar?
I pull an arrow from my chest and I point it directly at the ground that we're standing on and loose the arrow.
You let the arrow loose and it sinks into the ground and it opens up. Not a door, but just a temporary gateway that opens up into the halls of Vinicius. And below, you can see that the hall is full of the Grey Cloaks, swarming with them.
Shit. Phaelan, what do we do? There's Grey Cloaks there and there's darkness here.
I say I'd take grey over dark. That's out of the frying pan and into the fire, eh? And I want to do a cartwheel into the hole.
You get a 14 on your acrobatics check. You flip into the hole and drop down on top of one of the Grey Cloaks, who is sitting there with a replica of one of your blades.
Sorry to drop in unannounced.
What the hell?
You get an 18 on your attack roll. You still have Alar's dagger, and you just take it and plunge it into this guy's temple.
My friend
Phaelan.
taught me that one.
Phaelan, I'm gonna jump on your shoulders, and I knock 3 arrows in my bow, and
Okay.
jump down on her shoulders.
You get a 12 on your acrobatics check, so you successfully land on him, and you do 3 attacks. One is a 3, one is a 14, and one is a 9. So 2 of them go wide and hitting the walls on the outside, but the middle one kind of goes down the center of the hallway and hits one of the Grey Cloaks. And you see him moving almost in unison with everyone else turning towards you. He suddenly is liberated from that for a moment before the arrow plunges deeper and like penetrates his heart, and he dies.
I tasted freedom.
Oh no, wait. Hang on, Alan, perception check. Are these people enslaved by this person, or we're just killing people who don't want to be doing what they're doing?
You got a 12 on your knowledge arcana check. You think it's likely that these cloaks are controlling them.
Fuck.
A cloak of indivisibility.
I want to, oh god, I
all
want to
the way
cast a small fireball.
Okay, you get a 9. You make a small little firebolt in your hand.
And I want to bolt here. I want to bolt someone at their cloak, like where it meets at like their neck, like where it's all bunched up, to see if I can burn it.
All right, you get a 4. The fireball just hits the guy in the side of the face, and you have a beard that's now on fire.
Oh, it burns! Oh, it burns!
I gotta make.
what's that
Gotta
smell?
crack a few eggs.
Oh,
Gotta
what's
crack a few
that
eggs
smell?
inside,
it
guy.
burns!
Don't worry.
Phaelan.
I'll remember you and Robert.
Phaelan, I think we have to find Trina. We have to destroy her cloak. That's the answer.
Well then, let's go to where they were coming from, not to where they're heading. She would always be behind her regiment, right?
Yes. that man, Robert. He said that she was on the Great Continent. I think we have to go there.
They were from the Great Continent, but the only way into the palace is through yourself. Maybe we try to go inside me.
Okay. I feel like Ælar just like draws a light arrow and fires it into Phaelan's chest hole.
Oh my god!
It's just instinctual. It just happened in his mind, and he was like, "This is exactly the right thing to do."
Ælar, you launch the arrow into his chest hole. And you flash to a moment deep beneath the Red Grove where Phaelan had plunged a sword into your chest. But instead of creating a new blade, you see Phaelan fall to the ground unconscious. Blood erupts from his mouth as he goes down onto the ground.
Oh, Phaelan. Phaelan, what's happening?
The Grey Cloaks notice this moment of weakness and surround Phaelan and start to carry him off through the gates of Vinicius.
Wait, Phaelan!
You get an 18 on your perception check. You can see that the gate that they bring him through is the gate into the Great Continent.
Oh, fuck. Are these Grey Cloaks still surrounding me?
There's probably another score of them, 20 of them still like coming in from different doors. It seems like they've efficiently gone and tried to conquer multiple kingdoms by using these gates of travel.
I just start pulling individual arrows from my chest with each hand and shoving them into as many heads as I can as I just try to charge to the gate that goes to the Great Continent, charging after Phaelan.
You get a 17 as you just start plunging arrows back and forth as every person gets closer and closer to you. Some of the people are surviving. You're seeing like light in their eyes for the first time. Others are not surviving as blood erupts from their necks. And you reach the door to the Great Continent and you open it up and end up in that same tower that we were in before. You see Phaelan is being dragged towards like a giant bird, like a bird, griffin, chimera looking thing that is about to take off into the sky.
Motherfucker. Phaelan! Can a perception check, is Phaelan awake at all? Does he have any like capacity at all?
It looks like he's getting paler and paler, and the bird grabs him in his talons and lifts him up, and you can see blood leading off in a trail into the distance.
So just real quick, perception check. Was it not the right call to fire a light arrow into his chest?
What do you fucking think, man?
19. You think that might have hurt him quite a bit.
Motherfucker! At that moment, Phaelan's owl familiar lands right next to Ælar.
Find your master. We have to run. We have to go. Follow the trail. Fly, you fool!
The bird takes off from your shoulder. You get a 15 on your stealth check. As the soldiers that were carrying Phaelan away turn towards you, you vanish behind the side of the tower, and as they go around the side of the tower to look for you, you've climbed up to the top of it, and as they walk past, you drop down and head off into the uniform buildings. And that's going to be the end of this week's adventure of Break the Dice, the improvised campaign.
Motherfucker.
Looking pretty bad
Just
for you
can't catch
guys.
a break.
That's a cliffhanger right there.
Good for
Sorry, MJ. Sorry.
Oh, I'm used to it by now. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of wear and tear.
At least it gets us into some trouble, you know?
I mean, definitely did for sure got him into trouble for sure.
Motherfuck.
Break the Dice is a podcast brought to you by The Bearded Company. The Bearded Company is an improv company with groups in Minneapolis and Los Angeles. Help support the show and get great rewards by becoming a patron at patreon.com/beardedcompany. Today's cast includes our game master, Alan Voigt. Ælar Drakal was played by Tyler Michaels King. Phaelan Maerdock was played by MJ Marsh. Our NPCs were Maria Bartholdi, Joe Rapp, and Tyler Mills. Improvised music was provided by Jack Barrett. Today's episode was produced by Maria Bartholdi and edited by Tyler Mills. You can find more information at btdpod.com, as well as by following us on all social media. And now, let's go to the Table of Legends. Hey, mister, you want a drink?
Yeah, I'd like a drink. I want the strongest ale you got, you little pipsqueak.
All right, my mom's out adventuring, so I'm the one running the bar for a few days.
Oh, well, you wanna put some stories in that brain of yours?
Yeah, you mean tell me a story?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna put it right in that little brain.
Okay. Just, can you not say it that way again?
Oh, I'm gonna put this story of Silac right in your brain. I'm gonna shove it in there with my fist.
Okay. Who did you say it was about?
Silac. You ain't ever heard of Silac?
No.
Oh, you little piece of shit. Silac was one of the most amazing people ever. Silac grew wings. He was a human being, but he grew wings one day.
Oh,
and
wow.
he flew to the top of that mountain peak right over yonder.
That one that I can see?
That one that you can see. No other person has touched that mountain peak, but Silac did. Planted a flag up there that says Silac was here. Came back down with a rock and beat the hell out of an evil force that was in town.
With just
Save
a rock?
this town. With just a rock. This town and you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the great Silac.
That's amazing. I just have one question.
Yeah?
Where did he get that flag? Do you think he had it made, or did he make it himself?
He tore a piece of his pants off, and he wrote his name in blood.
Oh. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, it all makes sense in this story.
All right, well, I'm gonna ask you to leave now.
All right. Just like my wife.
If you'd like a story read about you at the Table of Legends, all you have to do is leave a review on Apple Podcasts or become a patron at patreon.com/beardedcompany. And as always, thank you for listening.